Hi, and welcome back to Wisdom from the Angels. Hi, my name is Carolyn. I'm an energy intuitive, life coach, angel card reader, and I wear other hats as well. I am glad that you stopped by today, and I hope that your week is going well. This is a Wednesday, October 28th of 2020, and I'm only dating this simply because of the energies that are here now. Spirit has said this is the week of, for us to surrender. It is the week for us to really let go, and we're getting ready for some powerful energy that's coming in and has started to show up on the planet this today, but it is really going to come full force on Saturday. Saturday is Halloween. Saturday is a super moon as well as a blue moon, and it is a full moon. So we have a lot of energy going on, and it is in Taurus. Taurus, the sign of the bull, getting things done, loving things that are beautiful, stable, and solid, an earth sign. And it is a blue moon or super moon. Now, what does that mean? That means that there were two full moons in the same month of that particular month. And that, so in October, we had one at the beginning of the month. I think it was the second or the third, depending on where you are in the world. And then we had a new moon, I think it was 16th, 17th, and now we are here with the second full moon of October 2020 on this coming Saturday. And it is a powerful, powerful day. We also have on November 1st, daylight savings times goes into effect. So that means we are turning those clocks back. And November 2nd, which is Monday, we have All Souls Day. And if you acknowledge that or honor that day, that is on Monday. Tuesday in the United States is the election. One of the reasons that we're being called to surrender, according to Spirit, is we need to surrender to expectations. We need to surrender to knowing things right off the bat. And we need to surrender to having the outcome that we truly desire and just be prepared for what is to come. I've been saying for several months now, be the observer. In other words, act like this is, you're at the movies and you're watching it happen. And yes, turn in if you need to, but don't just stay there. Let it go. If you're upset with any kinds of disappointments, remember, we're in Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes direct on election day. What that also means is Mercury is still in its shadow, and it'll be in its shadow for the next approximately 10 days to 2 weeks. So we may not know the outcome of many of the elections until mid to late November, and then there may be some that are contested. So it's better for us as citizens of the world to just be the observer. Otherwise, it will have an effect on our health. It'll have an effect on our moods. It'll have an effect on our hearts. Our blood, for people who have anxiety and blood pressure situations. We also have Mars is still retrograde. Mars is rules the brain. That's the part of the body that it rules. So we are seeing a lot of unrest. We're seeing a lot of protest. Mars is also the warrior planet. So that's one of the reasons we're seeing more protests. We're seeing armed militias. We're seeing things that we haven't seen at any other time in history, in recent history, in the United States. We are also seeing behaviors that are completely out of alignment with what we would assume someone would be in a particular position. And we've been seeing that for quite a while, but it's going to get heightened over these next few weeks. We have the inauguration in January, so don't be surprised if between now and January 25th, there isn't a lot more shocking events that happen in our country. I'm going to say this to you. Be the observer, stay well, stay healthy, wear your mask, and that is to protect your health. It isn't a mandate. We sometimes people so busy pushing back on mandates that they don't stop to think about the benefit for them. Also, go into a meditative or prayerful mode and shift the energy in the country, shift the energy from where it is to something even better than we can even imagine. And we can do that as a collective of people and as citizens. I want everyone to get out and vote, irregardless of your position. Just get out and vote. Have your voice heard. It's amazing to me when people hit the streets to protest, and if you ask them, did you vote? No. See how one doesn't kind of go with the other? Although it is a personal choice. So also honor others' free will. Also make sure you keep you, your family, and your loved ones very safe. All right? So we're going to go ahead and get into the reading for today. And let's see what the angels want us to know. We're going to be working with the Power of Surrender deck, and that is by Judith Orloff, who is a physician. And Judith does a lot of work around sensitives and empaths and energy vampires. So you can look her up online or buy her books on Amazon. We're also doing the Angel Guide, and this is by Kyle Gray, one of my other teachers. And this is the next deck we're going to pull at the very end to get a message from the angels, and we're going to pull an Archangel Oracle card. So I want you to really just settle in. I'm not going to take up a whole lot of time today, but I do want to get messages for us that are supportive, that are empowering, and that are inspiring. This too shall pass. COVID-19 will pass. If you think back to where we were this time last year, everyone was jumping up and down saying, "Ooh, can't wait for 2020, can't wait for 2020." And it came, and it's been a very unusual year. The word connected with 2020 has been unprecedented. So I think we can get ready for some more unprecedented shenanigans and things that just make you go, what? And take it with a breath. Just breathe. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. We often go, let it out. Please let it out and keep breathing, because it is going to make sense down the road. All right? So, irregardless of who your president is, remember something. Presidents are not elected. We go through this whole thing of getting out to vote, but the angels are saying, and they've been saying this for a while, the angels say that presidents are selected. In other words, the divine will rule. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and call in the angels. And today I'm going to heart link. Remember, that is the thumb, middle finger, and it is from the tradition of IET, Integrated Energy Therapy, which is a energy modality that's considered to be second generation to Reiki, which everyone is talking about right now. And most people don't know that there are many different types of Reiki. There's over 100 different types. Very few people are trained in the Usui method. The Usui method, if you went through it as it was intended, would take you years. Now people are doing it in a weekend. Some people are being attuned and given the book and saying, go have fun. I take my trainings very seriously, so that is why I'm a Master Reiki Master. I am also an IET Master, Master Instructor. I am a Lahochi and Lemurian Healer as well. So I have gone ahead, and what that means is that I have a well-rounded background of different modalities that can come into a session when we're doing an energy session, and I can also offer other insight that may not be readily available with someone else. simply because I do have the certifications, and I think I have over 10 or 15 right now. I stopped counting. I just love to learn. I'm a curious learner. I always have been. And one of the guiding forces in my life has always been the angels and my intuition. So I invite you to just settle in and listen to what the message is for today. And whether you believe in angels or not, they believe in you. And they are there. They will not override your free will. And they are there when you give them permission to come into your life and help you shift. See miracles begin to happen. Watch them happen. Come from a place of no expectation, no manipulation. Come with an open heart and an open mind. All right, let's get into this reading today. I hear the angels say that we should focus on being resilient. And they're saying focus on being resilient as you normally would in your life, but especially until mid to late January. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with the Power of Surrender deck and see what messages are coming out for us today. I've been saying message and they've been showing us 2 or 3 cards, so let's see what happens today, okay? And if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the tribe, welcome to the family. If you're an oldie but goodie, welcome back. I so appreciate you being here on the channel. And I just love all the comments, and I do respond. Sometimes I've noticed that Facebook somehow, Lord have mercy, YouTube somehow knocks all of that out. Everything you need to know about me is in the box below. Don't forget, if you're new, sign up as a subscriber. Go ahead and hit the bell so you will get email notifications when new videos are uploaded. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share it with somebody. You never know how it could change someone's day. Okay? Alrighty. Okay. Alright, so they're saying take the bottom card. Okay. Alright, so, alright. The angels have a lot to say to us today, because there are 5 cards out here in this spread. Now, I don't know if that's because it's hump day or because the energies are building and it is that strong, okay? But we have a card that came out the other day, too, and it says, surrender comparisons with other people. Everyone is on their own unique journey. Everyone has come here with a divine purpose, and that purpose could be to be the best garbage man you could be, to be the best lawyer or physician or a light worker. Everyone has their own unique path. Stop looking over the fence at what someone else is doing. There's no race. Everything happens in divine time. Okay? And the message on this card is keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So focus on what it is that you are here to do. Focus on your gifts. Bring those gifts to the public so that you might make a difference in someone else's life. I was talking to someone last week and I said to them, you never know when you're inspiring someone. And they shared that they had been asked to speak at an engagement that they had only dreamed of in the past. And they were like, did they only pick me because it was a virtual event, because it was happening during COVID? And one of the people on the panel who chose this particular person said, no, we chose you because you have a voice. And we can't wait for you, all of us, to come out of COVID so that we can all gather again and we can make this known. So while we may question why things happen and we may question why it happened the way it did, remember divine timing. comes into play more often than we might even realize. The next card that comes up is surrender low self esteem. So, if you've been feeling not as confident as you once were, if you've been feeling like, I don't know, or you've been having self talk that centers around, I don't know if I can do this, I am not enough, I know that someone else can do it better. Remember, there you go, comparing yourself to others, and you are stepping out of your own power because you've surrendered your self esteem. So the message here is you deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any moments of low self esteem. And that's something you can do. Call in the angels to do that. Which angel might you call in? You might call in Archangel Michael. Michael is all about surrendering and releasing and helping us to surrender and release and let go of energetic cords that are attached to us. How do we cut the cords? Imagine ourselves as a gingerbread man. Ask Michael if you can borrow his sword. Start at the top of your head and trace yourself as if you're a gingerbread man all the way around. And don't forget, front and back. Say thank you and hand back the sword to Michael. Okay? I've gone into more detail on other videos, but that's one of the best ways that you can use Michael's help. The other angel that you can call in is Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is known as the divine physician, and anytime there is any kind of healing that needs to take place, Raphael will show up. You may notice colors surrounding you. If you start to see the color green, that is Raphael. It's an emerald green. It's a pure green. If you see Michael, Michael shows up as a silvery blue color. Michael is probably when his presence is felt, it almost feels like it just takes up the whole room because Michael is that big and that powerful. Call on your angels. If it's for your highest and best good, they will deliver for you. Okay? It also says surrender outmoded beliefs about yourself. Surrender what? Your teachers, your parents, your siblings, your friends, people who had well-meaning intention. However, that is through their eyesight. Surrender what they told you about yourself. Growing up, I was always told that I remember saying to a family member, actually it was my father, and I said, Dad, when I grow up I want to be a doctor. And he said, no, you can't do that. And I said, why not? He said, I can do anything. He said, no, you can't let men see how smart you really are. It'll make them feel bad. And I said, well, that's not my problem. What kind of kid I was. And I was about 5 or 6 when this happened. I know because my father died by the time I was 7.5. But surrender what other people have said about you. I remember my guidance counselor telling all of the students of color that they were not allowed to be anything other than in the business track. And myself and another student were in the college track, and this was in New York State where you had to take the regents and those very heavy exams. And the students who were in the business classes, they got A's and they got B's simply because they felt like they didn't have to try hard. They didn't have to try at all. You know, they would say, well, I'm taking library science. How hard can that be? I'm doing typing. How hard can that be? And so, and here we were working our behinds off. But we did go on to college. We did go on and we had successful careers. And so right now, I think this is my 3rd or 4th time coming out of retirement. My husband and I retired when he was 50. And due to his health, he loved what he did. He was a physician. But he fell in the shower, cracked his back in 3 places. Now people told him he could never do more than possibly be a teacher. And here he was, a physician who did teach. So surrender what other people feel about you, think about you, say about you, have told you. And go out there and live your life. Live your big dream. And the message on here is let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Need to put the glasses on, Carolyn. Like I said, dream big. You never know how far your dreams can take you. And you never know how far your dreams can impact someone else. Everyone has a story, and your story may inspire and impact someone else so that they step out there and they take that leap of faith. Okay? The next card that came out was surrender obsessive thinking. Especially at a time like this, with COVID coming in, being on lockdown, being in the house, being, I don't want to say stuck in the house, because to be blah, 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 to be able to have a home, whether it's a house, apartment, a condo, a tent, is a blessing. It really, truly is. But what is happening, and with a lot of people, we are in a place of COVID fatigue. And that's really talked about. We've been talking about, okay, how do we keep ourselves pumped up, and self-care and self-kindness? Okay, let's go. And how do we get through the day, and how do we make it better because we're able to be at home, and very positive things, all very wonderful things. But also part of that has become obsessive thinking too, in the case of some people who are wondering what's next, what's coming up. And when we start to have thoughts that are repetitious, it takes over our life. It almost is like our mind becomes this, like a gerbil on a wheel. In Buddhism, they call it monkey mind. And when your mind just takes off on its own, you can control your mind. You can control your thoughts. You can control them in a way that doesn't mean that you block yourself off from feeling or block yourself off from taking action. And the message here is, if you're obsessing about a person, a situation, or a circumstance, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity and even solve the problem. So call in the angels. If you're needing help with wisdom, call in Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, call in Archangel Uriel. They will show up. They will help you. They will assist you. They will support you. Here's the deal. You have to call them in. You have to give them permission. Okay? And we're going to get to how to call them in just a second. This one is surrender to your full power. And this says your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Come on, people, step it up. And I say this to myself too, and I say this to myself quite often. With all of my skills, it would be easy for me to just sit back on them and not share them with my clients. Someone said to me a couple of weeks ago, they said, Carolyn, did you think at your age that you would be doing this? And they kind of said it in a very dismissive way. And I said, I'm honored to be able to show up for people. I'm honored to inspire people. I'm honored to bring guidance to people. We get lost in this really mixed up, chaotic world we live in. And when there are people out there that you find that you can trust and that you feel you can go to, and you can get direction and support, what a blessing that is. That is truly a blessing in one's life to be able to find that. So let's go ahead and see what the angels are going to guide us on from the Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray. Let's see what it is that the angels have for us today. Angels, what is the message and direction you would like for us to consider for today? And I use the word consider because remember, we have free will. So you can call on the angels and then ignore what they tell you to do. Whenever you call on them, always know they are going to show up. Be real clear about what you're asking for. Be real clear. Okay? All right. So, angels, what is your message for today? Angels, what is your message for today? Angels, what is your message for today? What is the message? What is the message? What is the guidance and the message you would like to give us for today? All right. I love this one. And yes, we need glasses to see what it is absolutely saying. But this is an absolutely beautiful card. You know what? I'm also going to go ahead and pull the Archangel Oracle card too, because this may also support all of these other cards that are here on the table. I do try to keep my readings under 15-20 minutes, and I see we're at the 25 minutes. So Spirit's saying it's okay. I had a lot to say today. Angels, give us a final message. Angels, give us a final message. Angels, give us a final message. Okay. They gave us two. Alrighty? Okay. So, the card that came out from Kyle's deck is called, excuse me, Blessings and Abundance. So, they're saying that if you look at this in his hands, the blessings of abundance are swirling all around him. You can see it around his crown chakra, behind him, on the side of him, and as well is in front of him, and it's right at his heart chakra if you're looking at this. And this is a beautiful, beautiful angel, all about blessings and abundance. And when we're thinking of blessings and abundance, stop and think about what it is that you can be grateful for each and every moment of every day. Stop and think about all the things that perhaps we take for granted or we forget about, our gifts, such as the sun shining, such as the wind blowing, such as birds showing up, such as our next door neighbor, our children, our loved ones, our ancestors. This is a big week to honor our ancestors, as the veil is going to be very thin. So if there's someone you'd like to speak to or know more about, and you're not sure about how to do that, go ahead and reach out, send me an email. My email address is below. And to keep it simple, it's wisdomfromtheangels@gmail.com. I will respond and I will get in touch with you so we can set up a session. Also, the 3 winners of the free angel card readings. I haven't heard from you. Come on, I want to give you those readings. But this is saying, look at all the abundance that's in your world. Look at all the blessings in your world. Look at everything that's around you that you can see is an absolute blessing, including the device you're watching this reading on. So, just understand that the blessings are all there. Be grateful for them and ask the universe to just thank the universe, first of all. And which angel can you call on for abundance? You can call on Angel Sarah. Angel Sarah is known as the great manifester. So if you're trying to manifest something, call on Sarah. If you are really not sure what to do, call on Faith and ask for more trust and belief in the process. If you really feel like, I coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't do that, call on Celestina to release that energy so that you can release any blocks that are getting in the way of what it is you're trying to manifest. And you know what? In order to manifest in a way where you can really start to sink your teeth in, start playing around with the angels. Ask for a parking space. Ask to find something that's been lost. Sit and listen to the guidance around that and see whether or not it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, say thank you and let it go. But if it resonates with you, try it out. See what happens. You might be really genuinely surprised. So I'm going to show you how to call in the angels in just a second. I want to finish all of these. Brilliant idea. So yes, Archangel Uriel's coming through. Remember, we talked about surrendering our beliefs. We talked about don't compromise ourselves by looking at what other people are doing. And I said, call in Archangel Uriel. And the message is, yes, your idea is divinely guided, because we all came here with different ideas. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. The next card that came out was Nurture. And this is Archangel Gabriel. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So start to really nurture yourself, be kind to yourself, take care of yourself. How do we call in the angels? Okay? Hand over your heart. I sometimes do it like this. Sometimes I put my hand over my heart. Sometimes I just sit with my palms up to receive. Sometimes I will do the heart link, and it can be done on one hand or both at the same time. Sometimes I'm holding a crystal in one hand, so I may heart link with just the one hand. Heart linking is done by using the thumb and middle finger to form an O. That starts a golden thread of vibrational energy going up your arm, up past your shoulder, through your heart, your throat, your third eye, up through the crown chakra, and up past your soul star, which is a chakra that is far above your head, and into the angelic realm. And say to the angels, angels, come in, surround, guide, support, guide me, and inspire me, and motivate me, and show me. And then just talk to them like you talk to your best friend. They have been there since day one. They've heard you say many things you didn't think anyone else heard. They laugh along with us, and they really are there to support us. They want us to feel love. They want us to feel joy. They truly are there to support us, but they will not come and interfere with your free will. Your guardian angel has been there guiding you all along. You can also call in other angels to form a support team. And when you're not sure what angel to call on this channel, we say, get the flock in here. The angels laugh when we are playful, and they laugh so that we understand. Don't take it so seriously. Yes, go ahead and do what needs to be done, but also honor yourself. All right? So that's the message for today. And I hope you'll come back tomorrow. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell next to it to get updates when new videos will be released, and there will be new videos released, as well as have an amazing day. Make sure you stay healthy, make sure you stay safe, and I'm going to end it on that note. All right, take care, and I hope you'll come back again for another session with Wisdom from the Angels. Thank you.